Morning, morning, morning. Do you know what day it is? It is market day today. And yes, I am in my car again because I forgot to do this upstairs. I am packed to the rafters. Got my gazebo, got 2 tables. I actually got 3 huge boxes of plushies and I'm hot and sweaty. Just run over the road to get snacks. I know there's going to be snacks there. And now somebody's just pulled up in front of me and is watching me. Anyway, off to go. Hopefully you can see this. So I'm right at the end just there. That's nice. My view. It's supposed to be sunny today. That looks ominous. Very windy. The stores are here. I'm right on the corner, so the wind's coming in just here. It's really starting to get busy now. 2 hours in. Absolutely packed. This is my store from behind. This is what I've got left. Hello, welcome back. Hopefully I've done an intro to this. It's the same, please excuse what I'm wearing because I've just walked in and I'm just thrown a t-shirt on and I was like, whatever. But I wanted to film my this week craft market on the same day. It's still the Saturday and it's 6:15 at night. Event ran from 12 to 8. It's 6:15. I'm home. I've had a McDonald's. I was like, if I do well, I'm going to treat myself to McDonald's. So I've had McDonald's and I've sat down and just decompressed a bit. But I wanted to actually just talk to you really, because while it's fresh in my memory, and I'm just like, hopefully I've previously put some clips in before, but let's talk about it. So it was Morton in Bloom. So around here we have Hoylake in Bloom, West Kirby in Bloom, Greasby in Bloom, and they're just a group of volunteers that do lots of all the flowers around the towns, and it's really lovely. And 3 years ago they did something called the Big Summer Bash, and so they brought it back this year, and I was like, okay, I was late to booking this, but I booked it and I thought, oh, it'll be all right, it'll be good, different place. And then I started realising how big it was going to be. So this, that's spooky, isn't it? It's a Grim Reaper. Is it a Grim Reaper? No, it's not. It's Plague Doctor. Let's go to the shop next door. I'm wobbling. It's because I'm leaning on here. I've got to stop wobbling. Then I realised it was going to be a bigger event than I thought. So this is the most amount of plushies that I've ever taken to an event, and I took 95 items. Let's just talk about it really. So got there in the morning. It was a bit of weren't quite sure where to set up, but I got my gazebo up. I was next to the cake lady. I didn't get any cake. I know, you're thinking what's happened, but there was no time. I just didn't have time to get cake. We set up, and you would have seen my setup. First setup and then second setup, because the wind was just horrendous and everything, because all the plushies are light, it just blew everything off. So we chased me and like all the other store are just chasing all my stuff across the field. So that happened twice, and I was like, I'm just going to put it on the table and just deal with it. So that's what I did. So I got there at about 9:30, and it doesn't start till 12, but I think, a couple of people started coming around at 11. But when I got there, I set my gazebo up and I was starting to get my bits out. All I heard was some kids shout, "It's the crochet lady! Oh my God!" And I'm like, huh, okay, just so excited. And they'd obviously bought for me previously when I was in, I think, West Kirby, so they knew, they'd seen me before. and they came back and got a few more bits. But it was quite lovely just seeing so many people that had seen me out in different, because this is the first time I'd done an event in Moreton in this town, but so many people have seen me out and about here, there and everywhere. And it was lovely. They're like, oh, we bought this last time, this time we're buying this. And it was just so nice. And I met so many lovely people. And I've got to do this, just something crazy happened. This lady came up with her son. Her name is Debbie. Hi, Debbie. And she goes, I watch your YouTube. I was like, really? And she had travelled all the way from Wigan, which is like 25-ish miles. But that's a long time away. To come to this event, which is like in the middle of nowhere, sort of. Not in the middle of nowhere, but really quite far out. And just to see me. And I was like, are you what? Just to see me? Oh, she was lovely. Debbie, you're lovely. Thank you so much. You've made my day, life, and yeah, that's just so nice. And I couldn't believe it. So we've had a good chat. And I was so busy, and I was taking customers' money and everything at the same time. So it was kind of like a bitty chat kind of thing. So I couldn't really focus on it. But she was like, she asked about Bob, but Bob didn't come, but I don't think Bob would have survived the wind. I didn't bring my big dragon either. I didn't bring a lot of things, to be honest. None of the big stuff, showstoppers. I just don't know what happened. Took 95 other things. But Debbie gave me this beautiful, we're going to open it together. This little whale. This is the most cutest thing. She says she crochets as well. I'm talking about snug as a bug. I think I might have another convert. The most cutest thing I've ever seen in my, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. I don't know what yarn this is in, but Debbie, I need to know what yarn this is. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Let's go in. I'm going to get a little shelf with little special. That's so lovely. Look at that. Look. Thank you. Kind of like, I have to say, I've sat on the sofa and just sort of thinking about what's happened. I love that. And I just had a bit of tears because I was like, oh my God. Because we, normally when I say to people I do YouTube, and like, who's doing that for? Kind of thing. And it's like, but it's when you meet people that watched you and they go on this journey with you and also having their own journey, and it's just absolutely lovely. So thank you so much, Debbie. That was just so lovely. Thank you. What else happened? To be honest, it was busy constantly. I had just surrounded by kids. There was a lot of stalls there, so you would have seen through my footage. There was a lot of stalls there, all at catering to the kids because it's a big kids thing. But kids just kept coming to me, and I had like crowds, and I found it very overwhelming because people were trying to buy things left, right and centre, and I'm trying to take money or card payments and write it down as well, so I know who's got what, and obviously trying to make sure people don't run off with stuff as well, which happened a couple of times, but I got the stuff back, so it's fine. So I think that if I'm going to do a big event like that, I'm going to have to take somebody with me, just so that I can just, I don't know, make sure that everything's fine. So yeah, so it's been a lovely day. 3.5 hours and I sold out. Well, I didn't sell out. I probably about 5 or 6 things, I think. Do you know what? I want to show you what I've got. I can't. Everything's still in the cart. I'm like, I finished. Went to Cindy's to say, oh my God. And then went and had McDonald's, and I've left everything in the car. So we're doing my spreadsheet together. I'm just going to I have put this on my Instagram, a picture of what I had left. So I'm looking at my computer. I'm going to cup of tea as well. I was starting to feel a bit dodgy at the end because I was like so manic. Ooh, lots of testicles, so many new patterns I want to get because I'm like swapping out for like autumn. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 8 things left. So let's go through what I took. I think these are correct. So I took 8 ducks in the strawberry hats, and I sold all 8. Yay! I had 2 ducks in the green hats, so the froggy hats. I sold those. I had 5 capybaras. So many people kept saying no oh my god, capybaras, but it took a while to actually sell. So I took 5 of those, sold all 5. My axolotls, I had 8 pink, they all sold, and 2 purple, those sold. Strangely, my frogs sold. I was like, oh my god. So I had my normal frogs, made from Snug as a Bug. I had 5 of those. They went. I had 2 of the leggy frogs, which is my new thing. They went. And I had 3 of the older style ones that I was doing chenille yarn with a crown on the top. They all went. I had 3 turtles, but I'm sure I had 3. I think I might have had 6 turtles. So I did 2 watermelon and 1 kiwi as well. So all 6 of those went. Did they all go? They did all go, yes. Baby octopuses, octopies. I had 9 of those, and pretty sure I sold all 9. But they were like really slow. That was like last, oh, what have you got kind of thing. Because these were all my £5 items. And that was like, oh, you've only got that, so I'll have an octopus. I really liked them. I had 4 snakes. My intention was to make some more snakes while I was there, because I thought, oh, they might do well. I just had no time to do anything. So I had 4 snakes, and I sold all 4. There was a couple of people came back to me nearer the end, or near, not the end, near my end, wanting snakes. I was like, I just don't have them, so I'm going to put them all on my website so that I can make them again, and I've told them to order via the website, so that's fine. I had 2 crabs. My thing says 3, but I actually had 2 crabs. Again, really slow seller. I had those situated in a little tub with the stingrays. Stingrays went first. I had 5 of those, and I sold all 5 of those. But sold both the crabs as well. But they didn't do as well as I thought they would, but I only had 2. And they were kind of a little bit hidden under the stingrays, probably why. Let's have a look. What have I got? So, my dinosaurs, I had a Triceratops, one of those, and that sold. 1 T-Rex, and that also sold. Sold a Plesiosaurus and a Brontosaurus. I only have 1 of these. Did not sell my pterodactyl. I'm sure I sold my Stegosaurus. Maybe not. I had two of the dinosaurs left, which were £8. So I'm not quite sure which ones they were, which 2. Well, I know which one was the pterodactyl. So many people picked it up and nobody bought it. I was like, for goodness sake, if you pick it up, buy it. And then I had like the Crochet Grove, the mini dinos, and I've had those in my markets for a while now. I took 3 of those and I sold 2, thank goodness. I had 3 Labubus. These are quite large things from, I think Arnata is the pattern. And I picked those up from the post office because they weren't selling in there. So I picked them up and said, I'll try them on this market. I had 3 of them. They both went all 3 of them went straight away. It was just like, Labubu. And I was like, I'm not making any more of those, not making any more. I had also a little giraffe, and I never took a picture or showed anybody this one because I wasn't quite sure. It's another one I picked up. So I picked all my stock up from the shop because I want to refresh them for September or for my seasonal things. But my giraffe went as well, a little lad like that. My £10 stuff. So I had 1 elephant from Diddy. These are Diddy plushies. So 1 elephant, you've seen that before. That went. I had 1 tiger. That did not go. That did not sell. Koala, yes, I sold that to a gentleman who said there were drop birds. I don't know, because apparently they go up into trees and then just drop on you. So he came back and he bought that. That was lovely. Seagull with a chip, that went. My whale went. That was a Diddy Plushy one, I think. Do you remember my squirrel from the couple of videos away? I really didn't like it and I didn't want to make another one. Well, that's sold. Thank God. So just sitting there. My hatching dragon from Dr. Choco Crochet thing. I only had one of those. That sold. My pelican did not. Got a lot of attention but did not sell. I had this old green dragon that had been sitting there for about 8 months now and just wasn't selling, but that sold. Thank goodness for that. My Life Fury, which is the white one, that sold to a lovely little girl. I did not take any jellyfish. You haven't seen my jellyfish, have you? I'm making them at the moment. So let's take that off. Let's have a look. So my £15 items. So you can see I kept everything. I know people are going to say, oh, you should charge more for your stuff and everything, but I actually wanted to price them low because I wanted to clear everything off here and just so that I can start making different ones. Percy the pigeon definitely went. He went to such a cute little girl. She was like, saw him, just picked him up. He was like, yes. My crocodile with the dungarees went. My toucan is still here, so I'm going to retire him from the markets because everybody loves him, but nobody wants to buy him. The fruit spider, my grapefruit spider, got lots of attention, but did not sell. No, fine. I know spiders are a bit of a thing, and I did price that at £15. My yellow moth, that sold. She thought it was a bee. It wasn't a bee. It's a moth. I did say it was a moth, but the woman said, no, it's a bee. Okay, whatever you want to be. It was whatever you want it to be. My fruit turtles, my kiwi one, my big one, I had one of those and that sold. I also had a strawberry one, that one sold. And then my cupcake turtle, that sold. Going, that's where we're going. Which was great. So that's all my turtles gone. And then the last ones, which are my £20 items, I had 2 ponies. I had a purple, like My Little Pony one, and just the normal brown one. My Little Pony-ish one sold, but I've still got the brown one. Also, my mermaid went. That was from the lady a couple of doors whose kids said, oh my goodness, this crochet lady. She'd seen me in West Kirby and really wanted it. So that went. And then finally, my Stitch Labubu. That sold. It's got so much attention, but when you say it's £20, like, I'm like, you have no idea the pain and everything I did to actually sew that together. But that went. So I sold, so I've had 95 things and I was left with 8. So it's 83, 85, 86, 87 things sold. I'm going with 87. Might not be right. I can't do maths right now. So yay! Most I've ever sold in my life, and that is just crazy. I'm not going to tell you the amount. You can work it out yourself if you want to. But it's the most amount of money I've ever made. And I would say I'm going to spend it all on yarn, but I am stocked with yarn. I've got no more room for it. And I have no stock left. Yay! I'm just absolutely just amazed. I'm just like sat here going, did that really just happen? I'm sure I said it because the West Kirby I sold out as well. I don't know if I had as much stock then. I'll have to check, but I don't think so. But I'm just like, I'm finding my niche wear markets to go and do, and finding those niche, the ones that I like, the ones that I fit in well, which is lots of kids and everything. And I enjoy it. I enjoy crochet, love crochet, I enjoy making my videos, and obviously I make a lot for my videos, so I need to sell it to fund the habit. So I'm going to keep on doing markets. Next one isn't until September. I'm okay with that. I think I might do a YouTube live video in between, so if anybody wants to buy anything, they can buy anything that I've made online, I suppose. I think so, yeah. I think that's it. I'm just like, I'm still in that kind of mode. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it was really windy. The gazebo was fine, held up really well. I had 2 tables this time, borrowed one from Jen. Thank you very much, Jen. Probably didn't need to, because by the time the wind had taken down my big grid sort of things, it was just on one table anyway. And then it quickly, very quickly sank to pretty much 0. Yeah, I think that's it. Probably, I'm not quite sure what to say on market recaps. How was it? It was brilliant. I get it's nice making money. I always like making money. Nice people seeing my crochets and them all going to loving homes. That's the best thing. I do struggle. I mean, I think I was at I was there from 9:30 till 3:30, I think I left. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So that's 5 hours. I think 5 hours is my limit kind of thing. Then I start going downhill quite quickly. I start feeling very sick. So the fact that I was left with so little at that time was perfect. So I came home and I just needed to just sit down, just do nothing, just try and feel a bit better. So yeah, so markets are a huge toll on my body. I love doing them. I love selling my crochet stuff and just like meeting people as well. Just, yeah, I kind of like, so if you're doing crochet and you think, oh, I actually want to have a go of this, go and just book a local market, have a go. You've got nothing to lose, because you know you're doing something you love, and as long as you cover your table costs, then that's the big thing, isn't it, really? And I'm sure, like, you know, everybody's like, I haven't got the setup or anything. I'm sure somebody can lend you a tablecloth or a gazebo or something. Everybody's got something lying around that they can help you with, and just have a go. I think one of the big things is the UKCA. I mean, the kids don't really care. They're like ripping the labels off left, right and centre, and I was like, okay. But you have to have it. And I always have a lot of questions about this, so I am going to do like a little video series. It's just going to take me some time. I still haven't done the videos I'm supposed to be, like Meet the Maker and everything. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, no it isn't. If anybody else watches Debbie from Coastal Crochet Tynemouth, I'm going to link her down below. I'm also going to link the video that she's put on. In October 2026, she's going to, her and Lainey from Penny Pop Cottage are going to put together a crochet retreat here in the UK. And that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. They're sort of figuring out details right now. I'm definitely going. And it'll be fun. It's fun. So if you like crochet, she's only got limited spaces. I'm not quite sure how many more people she's got that can go. Obviously just go over to her video, which I'll link down below, and just pop your name down saying, yes, I want to go. And she'll get in contact with you. Definitely go and have a look at that. I'll keep shouting out about that in the next 3 videos, just to really, really bombard you with it. Peer pressure. But yes, thank you very much. I'm not going to empty the car. I cannot be bothered to drag it all the way up the stairs. I am going to go and sit down and watch a bit of catch up on my YouTube. May buy some new patterns as well. Thank you so much. I hope you like the footage that I got. I don't know how good it is or how bad it is. I'm just going to add it in, and you're just going to have to watch it for the sake of it. And thank you again for Debbie for coming to see me. Thank you so much. And everybody else, thank you for liking, subscribing and sharing. You're just fabulous. Thank you. My count, I'm going a bit slow right at the moment with subscribers, so if you aren't subscribed, please do. It doesn't cost anything. And you don't even get notifications nowadays from YouTube. So it's just there. I just appear there when you log on to YouTube. My face. Ta-da! Anyway, right, I'm off. Thank you very, very much for watching this. And have a lovely rest of the weekend and rest of the week. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.